Imagine the first thing you do when you wake up is check your social media. Maybe you see some pictures or videos, or even reply to your friends' stories. For teenagers, this is the reality. It's not a habit, but it's more like an addiction. So, good morning, friends and teachers. My name is Troy, and I'm going to present about my research about the impact of social media addiction on teenagers and adults. This slide is the summarizing of my research paper, the respondents I collected, and the interviewers I interviewed, which is Ms. Melly and Ms. Amicus. I collect 84 respondents. Okay. What is social media addiction? Social media addiction is like the constant urge to check your social media even when you're doing something important. For example, during class, instead of listening to your teachers, you open Instagram or TikTok. And instead of studying or doing your homework, you see YouTube, for example, or post something. Therefore, you get a bad score and fail your class. Why is this topic important? Why this topic matters today? Each life is getting controlled by social media. For example, what to wear, what to buy, what to eat. The latest trend is I think it's the POC trend or the Labubu trend. For girls, if you don't have Labubu, I think you're not cool or like you're missing out. This is called FOMO or fear of missing out. Okay. Signs of social media addiction on teenagers. Number one, excessive amounts of screen time on social media platforms. Either it's in TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. If you have more than 2 hours on each of these platforms, screen time, then it is safe to say that you are addicted. Number two, anxiety when not online or fear of missing out. Like I mentioned before, FOMO or fear of missing out. That means your fear of missing out of the latest trends on social media, and you're trying to catch up with the latest trend. Anxiety when not online. It's like you're scared of being not online. For example, breaking your streaks on Snapchat or etc. Neglecting responsibilities. For example, not doing your homework, and instead of doing your homework, you scroll on social media. And instead of studying for the test, you scroll on social media and post something. Okay. Why are teens vulnerable? Why are teenagers vulnerable to social media addiction? Number one, peer pressure. They have a deep need to feel accepted and a sense of belonging. They're in a crucial stage of figuring out who they are. Therefore, they need attention from their peers. So if their peers said, oh, you have to do this, so that makes you cool, then they will do it because of peer pressure. Lack of real-life social interaction. Teenagers often seek attention and interactions on the digital world instead of real life. They are lacking in real-life attention, therefore they seek attention online. These are the negative impacts of social media addiction. It's impacting their mental health. Anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, cyberbullying. Anxiety and depression could lead to suicide, which is the majority of teen suicide was led by anxiety and depression. Cyberbullying. Social media has a lot of people from different cultures, different life stories, different backgrounds. Therefore, a slight disagreement could lead to cyberbullying. Physical health, poor sleep patterns. Seeing social media each day, you will not realize how much time you spend on social media. Therefore, it's disrupting your sleep, and you cannot work on the next day. Academic and social life, decline in academic performance. Like I said, not doing your homework, not studying, instead looking at your social media, scrolling, doom scrolling. These are not only the negative impacts, but there are also the positive impacts. which is social connection. Teens could make friends from all over the world. Me, myself, I have a friend from Malaysia, from social media too. So they could share cultures, they could share life stories, background, mindset, etc. Access to information. Teens could access information globally, either to pursue knowledge further, to help their research, just like my research. Social media actually helped me a lot in this research. Creativity. Teens could show their creativity on social media. For example, you're good at drawing and then take a picture, post it online. Therefore, you can show your creativity online, or even editing videos. Okay. Teens are more likely to say social media negatively impact their daily lives rather than positively impact. The only positive thing is friendships, which social media help on their friendships. The negativity is a lot. For example, grades, mental health, productivity, amount of sleep. It's all negatively impacted by social media. How to address this problem? For teens, set screen time limits. Me personally, my screen time limits is 2 hours. After 2 hours, I would put down my phone and go outside with my dog, etc. For parents, encourage open communication. Sometimes teens run to social media because they don't get enough attention from their parents. Therefore, they seek attention online. Okay. To close this presentation, I want to share my experience about social media addiction. Because me, myself, I'm still struggling with social media addiction. So one day I couldn't sleep. It was 10 o'clock at night. So I decided to scroll social media. 2 hours has passed and it's 12 o'clock. I rushed to bed and go to sleep. The next day, I could not perform well in school. I was so sleepy. When the teacher explained to me, I could barely open my eyes because I slept at 1 o'clock. So this is the example of social media addiction. Thank you for listening to me.